Hi, a very good morning to all. This is the question that we are going to discuss. This is one of the recent questions which appeared for the real IELTS examination. The question is, governments should make people responsible for looking after their own local environment. Do you agree or disagree? So we need to understand the question as a whole before making our own decisions. So this is an opinion question. You have to say whether you agree or disagree. So the question is opinion. Asking you a clear-cut opinion. What do you think on this matter? Is it the responsibility of the government to make the people responsible for looking after the local environment? Now, let's discuss. Many of the students can agree. Many of the students can disagree too. So it's up to the points what you have generated in your mind. So for some people, for some of the candidates, they are comfortable in finding out points which supports agree. Some others, they be finding disagree points. So it is up to the candidate. So when you get the question in the examination hall, the way you think is very, very crucial. In the examination hall, when you think, you have to look, you should not have a predetermined mind. You should have an open mind. So I expect you to draw a line. One side agree and one side disagree, and try to find the maximum points. So you should not go ahead with agree or disagree in your mind. So get the points, first of all. Think open your mind and think what is happening, whether you can agree. So how many points I get? If I don't get points for agree, try for disagree, you'll be getting some. Based on your points, you decide your answer. It is not anywhere said that you have to agree or you have to disagree. It is your personal choice to agree or disagree, and that is based on these things which you are getting. It is based on the points you are getting. It is not based, okay, this should be the answer. It is not. This is an opinion question, agree or disagree. So the choice is yours. The choice is yours. The choice is not mine. It is not a set question. It's not a set answer. What we have to do is that you need to think. You need to ventilate your mind and get the maximum points. If you get more points for agree, and you are pretty confident that you can prove it as agree, then you go for that. If you are getting more points for disagree and you think that you can better prove that it is disagreeing, then you can go for that. So you can say whether you can present it in a neutral way, you can go for that. It is up to the writer. It's up to the candidate. A candidate has the full freedom to do so. So it is not a thing. So one thing that you have to be particular is that you have to give a rational conclusion at last. Whatever your arguments are, whether it is agree or disagree, make sure that your answer, that is the conclusion. Conclusion is the answer for the task 2 question. In the conclusion, we should have a rational answer. When we have it rational, you won't be having it wrong. Any of the person who is reading this particular essay thinks that you thought rationally and you have enough points to substantiate your stand. That's it. Now let's go ahead with here, my point is government should support them and provide them guidelines. The first point is, I feel it is the primary responsibility of the individuals themselves. So first of all, we go ahead with the first line, that is the topic. It is often argued, it's not my opinion, it is often argued. So it is often argued, somebody said, not mine. Governments should take the responsibility of making an individual to look after his local environment in which he lives. Government should take the responsibility. I feel the primary responsibility of this lies with individuals. Yeah, the primary responsibility lies with individuals. However, government should support them and provide them guidelines to do it in a more effective way. So governments should do that. Now, my topic is presented here. My opinion, I feel it is the primary responsibility of the individuals with the backup of government support. To begin, it's clear that most people themselves generate litter in the locality, and as responsible social beings, it is their duty to take care, to make necessary arrangements for the waste management in their own environment. So the first sentence is very open. Why I think it is the primary responsibility of the individuals is because they are responsible. We are responsible for the waste in our locality, and it makes us, I cannot wash my hands away and go. It is my responsibility to clean, to make my surroundings clean and tidy. So it not only benefits their general health, but also reflects their social awareness and civilization. So if you do so, it not only benefits your general health, it reflects your social awareness. You are aware of the society, that you are a member of the society. If you make your surroundings clean, that you are a socially responsible person. And it reflects your society. You are a much civilized person. Therefore, instead of taking instructions and legislations from the governments, the local community should assume that it is their responsibility to look after their own environment. So don't take instructions, don't take legislations from the governments. You have to assume that it is your responsibility. This is the first paragraph. The second paragraph. On the other hand, when governments try to make people responsibilities in looking after their own premises, individuals might, something is forced on them, and most people won't take it in a positive way. If something, so they're making people to do that, then they don't be taking that in a positive way. How can I say that? For example, many governments impose monetary fines to houses who fail to segregate non-biodegradable products such as plastic. So fines are imposed if you are not segregating or treating non-biodegradable products such as plastic. In such cases, people are seen dumping this to uninhabited areas or seen incinerating those. You know that plastic incineration is very bad. You know that dumping in some water bodies or lakes or some other arid areas, it's not good. It's environmental pollution. So fearing fines, fearing these fines, they do that. They fail to segregate this thing. So they dump in some other places. They incinerate it. So this is what the effect if governments try to make people responsible. Yes, they will do that in some other way. However, when government supports its citizens by providing scientific guidelines to assist them in keeping their environments clean and tidy, the results would prove better what we expect. So we expect a result. Better than that, the results would be if you are provided with scientific guidelines. To exemplify, many governments are giving subsidies for houses to set up waste disposal units and provide expert assistance in training people how to generate energy from organic waste. Yeah, you got that. You know how to get energy from the organic waste. They give subsidies for setting up these plants. Such initiatives are seen welcomed by the people wholeheartedly rather than abiding legislation. So rather than abiding legislations, they accept these things wholeheartedly. So we have said 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, we said the benefits. If people assume that it is their responsibility. The second paragraph, the ill effects. If governments take this responsibility to make people do that, you have to do that. So such a stand will not be productive. Instead, if I'm giving support to those people who are doing that by means of money, by means of expert assistance, then the results will be far more positive. So this is what the third paragraph is. And to conclude, we have said, we have summarized all the 3 paragraphs here there in the conclusion in just 2 sentences. The first sentence is the first paragraph and the second sentence is the next 2 paragraphs. So that is the end of this particular essay. We have come to the end.